I'm getting her tube checked, y'all. Nobody taught me how to really use this thing other than like on a sheet of paper. And at the hospital, I was supposed to be using her equipment, but that night I roomed in, but it was actually the nurse doing her way, and me just using the fluids in her equipment. So I really didn't get good practice. So I called and I was like, look, I need an appointment. I need somebody to actually look at this and make sure I'm doing it right, because I don't want, she can't talk. So I don't want her to have gas on her belly and things of that nature. And so, yeah. So I will show you guys what's going on in a minute. So this is what we're coming to see, her little G button. She got a little dry skin. Okay, I'm gonna have to Vaseline you down. That little Aveeno we got ain't working. She's upset. She had to get naked, but we gotta see what's going on. She is looking like WTF. So basically, y'all, the doctor just told me that this is his drawing, his diagram of what this is, her little feeding port. So he was telling me how it works, which, you know, it's neither here nor there, but he was like, this is the little tube that you see. What is wrong with you? You want my undivided? But yeah, so he was just telling me how it worked. I had a lot of questions about, you know, hey, what's going on? This is weird. But yeah, let me get her dressed. She may be cold. Hey y'all, so it's the end of the day, and I realized that I didn't do such a good job of filming this video to upload, because I really wanted to talk to you guys. Well, I wanted to show you what her doctor said, but you know, these doctor's appointments are hard to film with the baby because I have to undress her, and it's a lot trying to get these babies out of their clothes and lay them on the bed there, make sure they don't fall, like do a camera, all of that. And that doctor's office is not that crowded, so I didn't have enough time to set up. Like, they were like, get her in here. Okay, now bring her over, because I had to take her out of the room to a scale and do a height check. Then I had to bring her back in the room, put her back on the little bed. So it was a lot going on. So I filmed a little bit showing you guys the aftermath, but I couldn't really get what I was trying to get. But anyway, so basically, I'm having so much trouble with this G-tube, and it's not anything wrong with it per se. Like, she's not leaking from it or anything like that. Everything's fine. It's just me learning how to work it, how to feed her, because the whole reason for me staying at the hospital was for them to help me work with the baby and with my equipment and not theirs. Well, the nurse that was there with me at night threw a wrench in our plans, and while I did use my equipment, I was doing it her way, which was still like, she's mixing everything. Like, some of her milk, you know, she needs, like, her multivitamin has to go in her milk and things like that. So I needed to be like mixing in her medicine. I needed to be giving her the breathing treatments, like all of that. They're just telling me to do, and they weren't actually letting me do it. They would just come in and say, oh, when you get home, you'll be doing this, but right now I'm doing it. And so, what? Oh, let me show y'all. Is she right here? She's tired. But yeah, so so what was going on? This is her little G button, if she'll be still. And this is the little port that I feed her through. Yeah, she be acting like I'm just really hurting her or doing something to her. Just attitude. And so anyway, it's gotten a little crusty. Let's see if she'll be still long enough. I just wiped it off. But it's gotten a little crusty. Santana. Oh my gosh. Around it. Yeah, that's good. She stretched out. Oh, y'all, you see it. And, okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. And so I was like, well, oh girl, what if it's leaking or, and then I found out on Wednesday, because we came home Tuesday, I found out on Wednesday that I was putting air into her because I didn't prime my feeding tube all the way through her extender. It's an attachment that attaches from her port to her feeding tube. I didn't prime the milk through there. So as long as that little attachment is, that was all air I was pumping into her because I didn't think to keep them attached. And let me see if I can show y'all, because I think I just fed her. Yep. So this is her attachment, this purple cap here that's open, and this goes into the little port. So the length of this was all air because where I attach it to, it goes through her feeding tube, which is there. Comes through the bag. And so yeah, I was giving this much air to the baby, like for a whole day. And once I realized it and just thought about it, like, wait a minute, should go all the way down. It was too late. And then, so that made Santana gassy, uncomfortable to say the least. And I just needed to go see someone to be sure that I know what I'm doing, because when they brought this equipment and dropped it off, it was a medical supply company that dropped it to the hospital for me. So it's a different entity, right? And so you drop it off, then that dude trained me on the equipment. Y'all saw the lady in my video with the dreads that showed me the oxygen and let me do it in the room bedside. Well, old dude that brought the pump to me, he trained me in the lobby. I wasn't even next to the baby. And I'm just like, well, just, okay, show me how to work it, and I'll be working it tonight, when I spend the night. And so it should be fine. But no, because everybody was like, well, we don't use those. We don't really know how to work the pumps, but you have to refer to your notes or call, your DME. So it was just like drama. And I did the best I could with the pump, but I had to basically now, since we've gotten home and I could just sit down and go through things, I had to look up YouTube videos and see, because I was like, well, if she's gassy, I need to learn how to burp her. So I have to vent the tube, and it's the whole debacle. You got to put a syringe on it, hold it upright to let the fluid drain down. It was just a lot. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I'm so overwhelmed. I am so overwhelmed. And so I was like, I got up this morning and said, you know what, I'm going to call a referral from her pediatrician. I need to see somebody with this thing, and it needs to be someone who's not in the medical supply industry, but an actual doctor that deals with babies with G-tubes. And so luckily for me, they had a spot open today at 1:15. So we ran, me and her, we ran to the appointment, and I thank God for that doctor. His name is Dr. Keith, y'all, in Plano. He's a GI doctor, and y'all, he made a world of difference. He was like, "Why are you trying to vent your baby like you working in a NICU?" I said, "Because that's what they were training me to do." And he was like, "No, you did not go to med school. You are a mom. Put a burp cloth over your shoulder and burp your baby. Like, burp her. She will get the gas out. Whatever you doing, you're not qualified to, and you're probably not doing it right anyway." And so he was like, "If she is a normal baby with, not much going on, put her on your shoulder and pat her. She's fine. Like, she'll be okay." And so then he also wanted to do another swallow study because of the way she was sucking her pacifier. He's like, "I think this baby can eat. I really don't think, that she has food aversion as they're saying." So he was like, "I want to do my own swallow study." And I was like, "Thank God you let me know when." And he was like, "Yeah, we can keep the tube in case she needs it, but for some time. But if she passes the next swallow study that he does in his office, then I can start introducing bottle feeding, like maybe, half through the bottle, the other half to give her a break and catch her breath and everything, the other half through the G tube." And I was like, this is a good plan. Like, this is what I was looking for, someone to help me navigate this because it's so much. And then he's like, "And we also need to go see Palmieri." I need to see, yeah, I don't even feel like I got so much. And y'all, them pillows and stuffed animals. Nope. I don't know. Then between her clothes for the next day, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just it's stuff everywhere. But yeah, I have to see someone about her lungs tomorrow because he's like, "Why are you dragging around this big tank for 0.1 oxygen?" And he's like, "That is such a minimal amount to have such a large tank." And he was like, "We need to make sure you follow up with them because maybe she only needed that for the next 2 weeks of her being discharged, and maybe she could be good, after doing the breathing treatment." So they're gonna get me in tomorrow, and so I'll be hopefully I can sit up and you guys can see that. You okay? But yeah, so hopefully I can get in and get set up and you guys can see that as well. So I feel a lot more confident. I feel a lot better. I just wish that someone in that Dallas hospital would have worked with me better. I felt like me spending the night there was pointless on that uncomfortable bed. Y'all saw me on discharge day just frazzled and just it was so much. It was a lot. And I'm just like, I did all of that for what? I could have went home, could have slept in my bed and just came and picked my baby up if y'all weren't gonna train me in the right way. Girl, you just want attention. You a camera hog? But yeah, so I'm gonna follow up with him and see him next week. And yeah, we're gonna get a new swallow study. We're gonna see, because it would have been 6 weeks since our last one once he gets me in. And he's thinking she can eat the way she had that grip. And I was like, yeah, she doesn't have aversions. Like, she welcomes anything. Not anything, but she's like, "Give me a pacifier, give me a bottle." She doesn't push away from it or refuse it. She welcomes it. So it's just like, let's just try and see. And maybe she's over aspirating because of her lungs developing more because she's a little bit older now and she's been on the oxygen. So we're just gonna see. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Just letting you know, y'all pray for your girl because I'm in here drowning. This is a lot. It's a lot. And my husband, boy, he wants to help me and he wants to do so much. And I can't even tell him what I need help with because I'm all over the place. And I told him, just let me get a routine down, and then I can let you know. Like, once it's easy for me, then I can kind of help you help me. But right now, I don't know what I need. I don't know. I got what I need. Just full-time devotion to the baby. So that's what we working with, y'all. So keep me in your prayers, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bad attitude and all. Say bye. Bye, y'all.
I'm really on fire tonight. Can't nobody hold me down. I'm doing whatever now. Ain't got no time to fight. I'm talking